Before we start tonight's episode, I'd like to take a moment of silence for all the lost video footage that we
Yes.
we have experienced. You talked about it last week, corrupt files. There's just stuff that's just missing, so you don't know, did it get deleted? Did I
Mhm.
never record it? Did I fever dream it? What the fuck?
Right.
Where is this stuff? Uh, the episode or the location I'm going to talk to you about tonight, it has never hit me so hard until this location. Like,
Oh boy.
just where is it? Where did it
Where
go?
is it? Oh damn, dude. I'm sorry. I know that feeling. It's bad. And I will take a moment of silence with you.
All right, let's do that. And we're done because we can't
Okay.
have too much of that. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about our time at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Cool, cool.
Why is that so funny?
Because I am struggling to find anything from that location. And
So
it's such a crazy location that you
it,
would think.
and we were there for so long. Like we took a day tour, and I get it. That's not my speed really to record the tours anymore because they're so like I used to do it so that we could record the tour guide telling us the stories, so that we can recall. But since the fact that we
Yes.
don't review our stuff,
Yeah.
in a proper manner, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the tour guides say, doesn't matter what the local stories of the location are. So I know we took a day tour and then we had to have been investigating this place in our, evening lockdown, whatever, for at least 4 hours, if not over that.
Yeah.
And it's just, I walked away with an hour and 15 minutes.
I will be lucky if I even have that. That is so, that's why I said it's so funny. Since we've been doing our evidence autopsy and we've been talking about how crazy it is, how many EVPs we've gotten, it's voice after voice after voice. And we're like, how were we not getting those before? We'll just go to Trans-Allegheny because they're not talking to you. We walked around forever and because I'm like, that's going to be a good one to review. I don't know if I'll ever find anything to post. Like,
Like you have recordings but can't like hear any voices, or you don't even have recordings.
no, I have recordings, but nothing really is showing up for me.
Well, that's kind of the polar opposite of what I've got. I have an hour and 15 minutes. Like 15 minutes of it is from my phone. It's two very short
Oh, wow.
recordings from my phone. And then there's an hour and some minutes that's on my old Sony camera or from my old Sony camera. But I think
The
either
disappearance.
no, no. Well, yeah, the rest of the stuff disappeared. Yes. And so that's crazy. But just in that little bit of time that I had to review, I probably have over 100 EVPs. Now, let me say EVPs with air
Wow.
quotes because this might be the time that you call the police and you have me locked up. Like, have I truly lost my mind or were they just talking non-fucking stop? I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
No,
Wow.
it's very faint. It's very breathy. I talked about this in your episode last week, like when you were sleeping and it was all still, you were still and quiet. And then you got all these sounds and it was like, am I making the sounds or are they actually there? Not all the creaks and
Mhm.
pops that you got. That is obviously there.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of this going on in what I got from Trans-Allegheny. There were long periods of time where we were being very quiet, which is not typical of us.
That's so
I'll
true.
I'll explain more about that in a second. But there were t periods of time where we were being very quiet. So were my ears just like, there's got to be something in here. But I'm telling you guys, mentally, I don't go into something like that. Like
Right.
I'm not looking for everything to be paranormal. I really am not. And I don't know how I could prove that to you. I just am not. It's like you just have to take my word on that. Like I am just casually like, all right, let's see what's happening. And then I'm
Mhm.
like, wait, what? What?
Right.
Yeah. And so
Mhm.
that's how it kept happening. And so did my
Mhm.
ears start to get a little like hypersensitive to every little odd thing that might be an EVP? I don't know. I'm going to play it for you. Just know that I found it insane as well.
Huh.
Um, but about the missing footage, this is totally not like me. Usually, as soon as Chris and I leave our little workspace where our
Yeah.
equipment's laid out, I'm starting to record,
Hmm.
you know, even if we're in transition to a space.
You were. I have footage.
Yeah.
I have footage of you recording.
But somehow, the only thing that I found on my Sony camera is this hour, and it is halfway into the night of our investigation. Like,
That's wild.
you and I went off to spaces by ourselves,
Yes.
but I only have this hour left when we actually went off with two other investigators.
Oh, really? That was the time when you saw something, when we saw something, right? Wasn't that, we saw like, was it a pair of eyes or something down the hall? It feels like there was,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It was like
okay.
a red light
Red
that,
lights, yes,
yeah.
yeah,
And as we kept getting closer and closer, we couldn't recreate it. And so we were
yeah,
like, we don't understand where that's coming from.
right, right.
The other investigators had seen it. So to
Ah,
just go back and give everybody kind of a rundown, Chris and I went to the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in August of 2022. We were invited to come along with the people that we know from Indiana and some of their friends. So there were people there that we didn't
mhm.
know, but they're friends of a friend, you know. So we trusted that this was going to be a good experience because they have a lot of respect for you stay
Yeah.
in your little part and we'll stay in our little part so there's not noise contamination. Everybody's taking it very seriously. And they
Mhm.
did. And it
Mhm.
was great. Like I do remember while we were there, I never really felt like a whole lot was going on. Like
Mhm.
we were trying to talk to them.
Mhm.
We were going deep into spots where we wouldn't hear other people. And I never really felt like a whole lot was going on. And
Yeah.
so I thought we wouldn't really have too much from this location. I never envisioned that my evidence or my videos would just go missing. That's
That's crazy.
I don't know where they
That's
are.
crazy.
They have to exist or have existed somewhere, but I bet I ain't got them.
I can tell you, I bet all of the footage that is missing is all the stuff that I have, and there wasn't shit there anyway. You know, or it's a case where like with the battleship, and they were just talking to your camera, you know, like because we have the two cameras, yours and mine, for the battleship, and like there was barely not a whole lot that you picked up, you know, a few things here and there, but not like the number of EVPs that I got. So it might have been one of those kinds of situations. Maybe you reviewed all of that and thought there's nothing here.
Oh, I know I didn't review
You
it.
know, you didn't. Oh,
Nope,
okay.
nope. You know, because I kept thinking to myself, gosh, I can't wait to look at all of that stuff. It's a Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, you
Right,
know?
right.
Getting an opportunity to go there is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
And I thought, wow, that's gonna be really cool. And then I was like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Where is everything? Where did it go? And
right.
I've gone through my equipment and my SD cards more than once since we've started doing this show because this is not the only location that I've looked at how many video files I have and I've said there is supposed to be more. Like there
Yeah,
has to be more. I have the same experience, which I haven't gotten to watching this stuff, but I feel the same way kind of about the Conjuring house. And it's insane that
yeah, that
it's
is,
two of the biggest haunted locations that we've been
yeah,
to. Suppose, I mean, Villisca's way up there, right?
yeah.
But there's like maybe three or four videos. No, yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. There's probably four videos from the Conjuring house. And I'm like, that don't make no sense either.
I do have missing footage from the Conjuring house, and I felt like because I started running into corrupted files that that is where my missing stuff it is. Like even with the Brookstown that I haven't finished but was in last week's episode, I have a whole set of video files from I think it's the night vision camera, and one of them will not open. It's corrupt. One of those files. Is that the one where the lady's on it? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get to see it. So I mean, what the fuck is happening? That's a new piece of equipment and it's a better card. I mean, I got all of those files except for one. What the What is
Yeah.
happening?
And I've had my Sony for a long time, a
Yeah.
long time. My older Sony. I have a new
Yeah.
Sony now, but it's never failed me before. Like
Right.
I've never felt like things had just disappeared.
Disappeared. That's weird.
So it's wild, it's sad, but here we are, and I still have 100 fucking EVPs to play you. So I had told Chris because I knew I only had like an hour and a half of footage to look at. I told Chris last week, I said, "Oh, we can record next week because I have very little, so it'll be a quick episode."
It's awful. Yeah, it always, we just need to keep saying that, and then we'll always find a ton of fucking evidence. Just keep saying
Maybe,
that.
maybe just jinxing yourself, but
hmm
yeah. All right, let's get into this. Oh my God, it's spelt wrong. It's what the fuck was I typing? And I don't like to go back and fix
And
things.
fix stuff. I know that's how I
Oh my
feel.
God.
That's great.
So sorry about that. Typo and didn't catch it, just sent it out into the world. I'm sure there'll be more of those. Maybe I'll fix it. I'm not sure. But we're going to start off with this smaller video. It's only 2.5 minutes. There was already a video on our YouTube channel kind of from this moment because this is the time where I thought I saw a like dark shadow on the floor out here like in the hallway at right before or right after a cat ball in the middle of the room goes off. But
Oh yeah.
re-reviewing that footage, I feel like I do hear some voices in here. So if you would just let us know that you're here by you can light up that ball on the ground, yeah, too. That also works.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. I also saw a black shadow only on the ground in the hallway.
No.
So maybe somebody's coming to check out what we've got going on here.
Yeah, so that's cool. So if you don't like the crystal, you can use that, and then we can do yes or no, like communication. Or we can use the ball. Like you can light that up to tell us things. Are you okay with talking to us? Would you like
Yeah.
to talk to us? Yeah, it's real faint, but when I replay it and kind of enhance the volume a little bit, you can hear it better.
Yeah.
So I guess they're talking. If it is an intelligent, it's talking maybe because we're talking about this crystal and stuff, so they don't get that, or maybe it's delayed from when they ran into the cat ball
The cat ball. Yeah.
and it lit up. And I'm sorry, I just kind of jumped into this. This is the room where, if you've ever been to Trans-Allegheny or watched stuff on it, there was a murder that happened.
Mm.
Two people that were at the hospital. One attacked the other, and it was a real brutal murder. It says it in the title. I don't want to repeat it because I mean, I kind of don't even, I wish I could change the title, but it was a very brutal murder in this room. So that's why Chris and I were drawn here. Also, just going back to that missing footage situation, I'm recording on my cell phone at this point. If I'm recording on my cell phone, then a lot of shit has gone wrong with my equipment because I have my Sony plus backup cameras. So maybe we were having a big drainage problem that evening, but I don't remember. So I don't know why I'm filming on
Mm.
my phone. It's also August in West Virginia.
Oh, it was
So
hot.
you can see how the lens is fogging up, and that's what's happening. It's just the humidity in the air.
That
And
was
then,
rough.
yeah, it was rough. We were pretty hot. So, and that might explain why their EVPs are faint or you didn't get any. Like,
Hmm.
it's not a
Yeah.
good atmosphere for that kind of energy to come through, I think. I think we do have more success October to like
The
early
cooler
part of the
months.
year. Yeah, the winter, basically, late fall, winter.
Yeah, when we're shivering, there's a lot of energy that we're, we're putting off. Yeah, I thought about that with that EVP that came through. I thought, oh, it's so funny. They tripped over the cat ball and we're like, whoa, what was that? Because then it's like, look at it go. It's like a Christmas light on the floor.
Yeah, they are fun.
They are.
I'm trying to see if there was any way that I could have made that shadow, and there is not.
Yeah.
And my light's on you, but you're not making it now, so I don't know what you could have done. Like, raise your other arm.
Raise my arm?
Do it again, I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
There's no way you could make that ball light up.
Did you just hear that too?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, and you heard it?
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
like a
yeah.
noise or something. And I'm talking, but I don't think I heard my own and was like, "What's that?" You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have came from my own body and I would have been like, "That's a weird sound," you know?
Yeah. Can you play it again? Do you think it's like a hush, like someone was hushing you?
Maybe? Do it again, I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
There's no way you could make that ball light up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
There's no way you could make that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
There's no way you could make that.
It's like a hiss or yeah, it could be a shh.
Yeah. Or
Something. Yeah.
someone's wiping their nose, some ghost is wiping his nose. I mean, seasonal allergies are a thing. That's interesting.
Did you just hear that too?
I didn't hear anything. I mean, there's a car.
It could have been anything. It just sounded like somebody like.
I mean,
That was
there's a
weird.
car. I mean, there's a car.
I don't know what that is. It, you know, I had I had a camera that I wondered if that one that I bought that was cheap that I complained about in so many videos ago. And I felt like mechanical noises, like you could hear the mechanical noises in the camera the longer I used it or had it.
Yeah.
My Sony's never done that before. Like I only quit using that old ass Sony because the pixels aren't as good. So I don't
Yeah.
know what that sound is. It does sound mechanical though.
The
Oh,
funny thing is,
I'm not
oh,
recording with my Sony either. This is my
no, you're
cell phone.
not. My camera, the one that I used at this location, it gets so bad. It's an older camera, and I've complained about it before. Like, I think at the Myrtles, it starts to make this weird cling, 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 clang, cling, like it's breaking down. It does it so loudly here, and that could be why I'm not able to hear any of the EVPs. But it doesn't look like for one, it's not a noise that you can hear outside of the camera. It's only when you go back to watch the video.
Hmm.
But B, it doesn't look like I'm using it here. And C, I thought I heard words that
Oh,
another
really?
unexplained sound. Yeah, I thought I heard words like an EVP.
Oh, okay. I couldn't make that out, but let me.
I thought it was like right here,
I mean, there's a car.
right here.
I mean, there's a car.
I don't know.
Like right before the noise, or the
Right
noise
here.
is the EVP? Oh,
No.
like they're saying right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, no, possibly. It just sounded like somebody like,
Oh.
you know.
Ah,
Whatever.
I love that that's what you're.
They said they heard a little.
Yeah, because that is what it sounded like.
Yeah,
The first noise, we're still
yeah,
talking about that. And so if they said right here, then yeah, that would kind of make sense. Like I'm sitting here saying like, did you hear that noise? And I'm trying to
yeah,
explain it. And yeah, that would go together.
yeah. You can hear that.
Maybe it even says how dare them.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Yeah,
I think I hear that now.
Well, I had a different crystal I could try. Maybe you just don't like this one.
yeah. I did. That's good.
Yeah, they want you to try the other crystal, except no voices came when you switched that crystal out. So
Hmm. Bastards.
I think that. Nope, there's going to be one more.
Sit down and row.
Yeah, this is I don't know about these words. It doesn't make any sense and it's coming through very odd like
Hmm.
it's not normal talking. There's a mechanical drawn out sound to it.
Yeah. Look, I hear it. I
I
hear exactly what you're talking about.
I feel like sit down is I'm probably correct there, but like Anne Rowe, like I don't know because it's drawn out like that so
Yeah.
oddly that it could be something different.
It does sound like a weird like anthem, like a march, like something that maybe would be like a roll call. You wake up in the morning and then the intercom goes off and the intercom is telling you like your routine for the day. Like that's it's very like sit down and row. Like it's a weird,
Yeah.
it's a mechanical, yeah.
Maybe it's not Anne, maybe it's in row, sit down in
Oh, some in
row
row.
or something
Okay.
like that. That sounds like
Yeah.
it could be a command for people to come by and take like head count. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
it's strange. It's definitely something there. The words, I
Hmm.
think you could play with them.
Yeah. That's weird.
I spelt it right in this one. Do you see that?
Just use that one.
I'm gonna go back and fix it because that's pretty bad. But this is my only other video that I got from my evidence review. There is one more video on our playlist for Trans-Allegheny, and that was one that I popped up right away so that Chris and I can examine it, looking for that shadow. But
Mm.
you can't. I don't see it, and I don't know
Uh,
how to put arrows in my videos. You use a much cooler editing program than I do. There's no arrows for me, or circles or anything cool. So this is 43 minutes, guys. Oh my God. I know it's so long, but I can't help it. That I have cut it down as much as I can. This is when we're with the other two investigators. I do not know their name. They were
mhm.
very nice people. They seemed to really know what they were doing. I think the only reason there are such huge, long periods of silence is because Chris and I were with two other investigators,
Right, right, right.
and that was kind of their thing, like to just sit in a space and wait to see if anything happened.
Hmm.
So we got some practice on that, but this is not how Chris and I usually investigate, just so you know.
Clearly.
Oh, and I think we're on the fourth floor, I want to say.
Okay.
I feel like I say it at some point in time. We're on the fourth floor. The floors are creaky. It must be an old level or something. I don't know. Like when we're walking, it's very, very loud. I tried to
Mm,
cut that out. Right now, we're taking our seats in this one room that in the center of the room, people have put a lot of like, offerings, mostly
mm.
cigarettes. I don't know the story. It was almost 4 years ago, you know,
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
there's supposed to be activity in this room. So that's why we've come in here and just going to sit and listen. I left the intro kind of long so you could see where everybody was. Like, you might have missed it in the beginning. The other two investigators are it's a male and a female, and they're sitting in like a windowsill, like to my left. And then I waited until you entered into the room, and then it'll start with all the EVPs, just so so people knew where everybody was at.
Mhm.
Still a mechanical voice, extremely faint. I had to turn the volume up for the two replays.
Yeah,
The
but they're there. You can hear it. I
mm.
understand what you're saying. It's a faint voice. This is the land of faint EVPs for sure. But yeah, it's there, and that's an interesting comment.
There are going to be very few that are loud, just so you know. But I hear them, so I can't ignore them.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
That one was pretty good because it did get
Yeah.
louder. The male investigator had said, "Did you hear that?"
Did you hear
You
that?
know,
Yeah.
he doesn't elaborate or talk anymore.
It's
So
so it is so good that we were so quiet with the floor being as creaky as it is, and like I have to stand and pace like to keep myself awake and moving. So like I'm surprised that I wasn't pacing. I know I do remember this. I remember kind of going in and out.
yeah, I don't hear you move too much in this time frame though.
Yeah,
There's a good period of time that we just stay still, but that
that's
is
cool.
hard for us because if we
Mm,
stay still, we're kind of like, let's lay down.
yep, yep. Exactly.
Did you say something, Chris?
No, I didn't say anything.
I'm here. Something out there.
Yeah, I didn't hear it when you first said it, but then I heard what sounded like a whisper.
Mm.
Is there
I bet you
anyone in
heard
this room
the
with
second
us?
one.
Yes, I was just about to, I was wondering if I should stop the video to say, but I know I keep stopping it. I'm so sorry. I think he heard that first one, and then
Yeah,
I heard the louder, second one.
yeah.
Can you speak into my recorder? Let us know you're here.
Move It doesn't sound so clear. I feel like I get Move It quite often, and I don't know why my brain goes there because
Hmm,
um, are they really saying it that many times? But I hear
hmm.
like I feel like you cannot mistake Zachary for some
Zachary.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that was his name, the guy, or if, just a Zachary ghost that, residual voice, is popping in. But it would be cool to know if what dude's name was.
Yeah, I feel like we say it, but I don't
Okay.
know if it made it to
Oh.
the video or if it was when we were just like talking. I think it was before we even entered the room. So yeah,
Mm,
I think it's not there. But I think we're like, is this Larry's room or something? I don't
mm,
think it was Zachary. But, there were a
mm.
ton of people that went through
Yes.
this space. So
Hmm.
again, maybe those words are wrong, but it is like it sounds like that. Sounds like move it, you know?
Yeah. And it comes out of nowhere too. It's another, like, that sounds almost like a female voice to me.
I would say that too, yeah. It's so
Huh.
faint. It's like, hear that.
Yeah.
It's really faint. That one's gonna be hard for people to make out, you know?
Yeah. Are the spirits asking you? Did you hear that? Did you
Yeah,
hear that?
like
They said move it. Did you hear
hello,
that?
you're still just sitting there.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
because
funny.
a lot of what comes through sometimes, like when they say that was me, it sounds like they are
Yeah.
responding to us. But then there's so many times they say just odd, off the wall things
Hmm.
that I think they have to be residual sounds.
Sure.
Or,
Yeah.
or, um, how to say this delicately? We are in a hospital
Hmm.
that would house lots of different people. And I completely understand that. I completely understand that there were a ton of people that went through this space that did not need to be here and that their
Hmm.
families just kind of wrongly put them there to get them out of the way.
Hmm.
And then there were the violent people that somehow escaped just going to where they needed to go, like jail or whatnot.
Hmm.
I'm sure there were also people that actually had a disability or
Hmm.
disability wouldn't explain what I was about to say, a mental handicap.
Hmm.
So they might be compelled to say words that we think are like, what are they talking
Yeah.
about, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
So we get a little bit of that I was wondering. It's much later on, but I was wondering, like, I wonder if that's that or
What a
if I'm hearing the words wrong.
what a nightmare to be trapped in a place like this.
Yeah. With obviously a ton of other spirits and just reliving that time. Like all you
Hmm.
could hope, I don't know. I was going to say that they were treated well by staff or something, but we know that's not true. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Very faint.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of is. I shouldn't have cut it off and talked for so long. I'm so sorry. I forget what all these EVPs say. But I think it kind of goes with what just was said before that about like, can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
And then I note that I hear something.
Oh,
So I know that we're not hearing other investigators. At some point in time, you will hear some car noise. So is it like that we can actually hear stuff from outside? I don't
mm,
know, because when I try to, hone in and make out the words, I hear something that goes along with what's being said before that. Like, do you
yeah.
hear me? Why can't you
Right.
hear me? I'm here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it makes sense to me that it's an EVP, but
Yeah.
I'm admitting to you that we definitely heard cars outside.
Hmm.
I do not think it's other investigators, though.
I remember even seeing car lights at one point, but I think that that's really clear that I'm in here. I think that that one, that's exactly what I hear. It sounds very clear.
And if I think if it was somebody outside and you can clearly make out a sentence, then that's crazy. Like,
Hmm.
and I also just said we're on the fourth floor. So this person
Yeah.
has to be like screaming out
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, that's
Loud.
true.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there making noise.
And as far as I know, nobody said they were going to the third floor.
No.
That's good.
I couldn't
Mm.
make it out because it's kind of just so faint and it's like it's a one word
Yeah.
situation. So I'm not really sure what's being said there. There are other times that happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, like immediately afterwards.
Huh.
Excuse me? No. Something me, I
You're
think.
real?
Oh, okay. It's loud enough that I feel like I should have been able to make out the words, but I
It,
don't.
it is loud, but it's not like crystal clear either. Like I've had some loud ones before, and I'm like, wow, I hear that so, but what is he saying? Yeah, that's tough. I hear it, and I want to be like immediately like picking it out. Like the first one, I thought it was saying Joey, but I don't know, or jewelry. And then you're right. I mean, that's something you're gonna have to listen to over and over again.
It's my belief that if you listen to it and you make out three or four different types of word
Yeah,
patterns,
right.
then you know what? We don't know what
That's
it is.
yeah.
Just it's something and it's too hard to make out. That's
Yep.
kind of where I leave it at.
Mhm.
So we just keep with this.
If there's anybody in this room with us, can you make a noise? Can you bang on the wall?
Chris, was that you?
No, I heard it.
That wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me.
That was the wall.
Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
And there's just like absolutely no way that it was like some other people in another part of the building. Like that's just not how this building works. If somebody was in the stairwells and you were near
Mhm.
the stairway, then sure. But that's not this.
No,
So either
no, that's
Chris is
great.
lying or that was a
Yeah.
loud noise.
I remember that. I love that. I was out in the hallway just being quiet, watching just the long hallway and all of the doors. And I heard a noise and I thought maybe somebody in there had kicked like a wall or something. And they're
hmm
like, "Is that you?" And I'm like, "No. Oh my God, that wasn't you."
There's
But cool.
actually a lot of banging around and just noises that we hear and we note that we're hearing them and everything. I did not mark them like on the video because it's so
Yeah.
obvious that we're responding to it most of the time.
Hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, I saw money in a windowsill somewhere else too.
Yeah, that was down here.
I just had a thought.
There's somebody in this hall.
What if I had stayed out there because I had gas and then everyone came charging out? I'm like, oh, what's that smell? Residual, I guess. I don't know.
You were just lying. That was you the whole
That was
time.
me the whole time. I have no idea. I'll try to be more quiet next time.
Oh, that would be, we need to do that.
Pranking ghost hunters, my next favorite pastime.
Yes.
All with us.
I don't know if like towards the end, just because, like, I feel
Hmm
like I do hear because,
hmm
but like maybe I
It,
took, yeah.
I think it's there. I think it gets faint in the middle. It's kind of like right there, and then it's faint, and then just because comes back through.
Yeah.
So I don't. They're like passing by, or they're in and out of a room. Like it's a weird EVP, but it's a full like sentence.
Yeah, and it's wild that we just came out of the room because there was this bang and we thought it came from like the hallway, and so now we're
Mhm.
all like staring at them,
Yeah.
and they're like, you don't scare me."
That's right. We all ganged up because there's a group of us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now they're in that hallway.
So the idea of this is if something moves within it, you'll see the movement.
Yeah, you should. We saw the bats flying through it. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Because it's probably about the only time we've ever seen anything move through it.
Yeah, that's,
I really like it.
no, Wendy, that's not true. When we were in the house in Memphis, remember we saw something
That's
fall
right.
out of the fireplace?
We
Oh,
did do that.
oh, yeah. That's creepy. Hmm.
You hear the hiss of the
Yeah.
this,
This.
but like look is at it's all very faint. But you have to strain to hear the rest of it, but it's the this that caught my attention.
Yeah, I think it comes through actually pretty clear, and the way the words look at this, it's a weird voice. It doesn't sound. I don't know, maybe I don't want to say mechanical, but maybe the age range is different. Like maybe this is a younger spirit, just the way the voice comes through.
Possibly. And if they're talking about like, watch me, I'm about to run through your little laser lights, fuck, they could have
They could
because
have.
we stared at this for so long.
Yeah,
Again, this is something Chris and I probably wouldn't have had the patience for, but
right.
how long we took with this, that we thought that our eyes were playing tricks on us after a while. So like even if we saw some lights go out and stuff, we were like, I'm sure our eyes are just getting tired. But it could have been them the
Mhm.
whole time being like,
Just like
look
walking out
at
the lights.
me. And we're just like, I
Mm,
don't know.
yeah.
See, like, what if they're in the laser lights and they're like da 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 da, and somebody else is telling them go slower. They obviously can't see it, and we're
Maybe
just staring into it. Who knows? I don't know what they mean by make it slower
make it
because
slower.
none of us are moving. So I feel like they're talking to each other or it's a residual sound.
Okay. It is so cool because it does look like some of the lights are twinkling.
It does.
Oh,
Are they talking to each other like, oh fuck, they're on to us, we gotta leave, or they're trying to tell us like, y'all got to, this is the person that didn't want to be scared. I
yeah.
I don't know. We don't
Huh.
leave. We sure don't do that for like
Well,
another 30 minutes.
we don't, but I think that you're near the stairwell, aren't you?
Yeah, I think there, like you said, there's long
Yeah,
hallways
it
with
is.
a billion doors and hallways off to here and there. Like this is a
Mhm.
huge place.
I know. I actually felt pretty brave standing in the hallway by myself because I'm like, yeah, I'm tough. I could do this. But it's really eerie and creepy to be in that place in just the darkness and all of the unknowns, just all along the whole hallway.
Yeah, I 100% remember we were in one section and it was just so dark. It was so dark. I think it was
Hmm.
where most of the bats were
Yeah.
hanging out at. And I remember telling you, I just don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. I just can't.
Yeah.
We just go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember
Turn the
that
lights
conversation.
on.
Mhm.
I don't know.
It was creepy. Mm-hmm.
It's fast, kind of, and faint. So I don't know, but that's what I could make out. Again, I think they are talking to us, but maybe not.
Well, I don't know. It kind of goes along with that other AVP, like, time to get out of here or whatever. And someone's like, yeah, I already moved on. Like, where did they
Hmm.
go?
Yeah, like
Uh,
yeah, we're not here anymore. Yeah, you
yeah.
are. I got a
Yeah,
million
you
more
are.
EVPs.
You liar.
See, that's like car noise that you can hear.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that because it
It's
sounded like a
definitely.
moan, and
I
I'm
thought
like,
about it, thought that, yeah.
So I hear
they're
it.
getting pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. It's very faint. But yeah, I think it goes along with everything. It's like time to leave. We've moved on. And then they're just like, oh, they're still not leaving.
Yeah, get out of my damn hallway. And it's clear. Like you hear all of those words and the cuss word. I love that. That is great.
It's just really faint. So for anybody
Yeah.
watching this, like it requires probably a trained ear, but definitely volume all the way up and noise canceling headphones.
Oh yeah.
And there's even like two little sets of breathy things. So it's like
Yeah.
one thing that's maybe like two syllables and then like another huh or whatever there.
It's funny
But
because I thought I heard hallway again in the midst of that, and you just said, huh. I'm like, I wonder if that's the hallway. Like someone's still they're walking away because they're faint this time, or they're in another room or another part of this location, but they're still pissed off about the situation.
and then we hear like a loud clanking noise
Yep.
too. So
Mm-hmm.
That's loud.
still just more of the same. They do not like us.
Do you think that they were throwing something at us?
I think that that is possible. Or they think maybe if they make a loud noise, I'll scare them off. So they're like clink clink,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
on a door handle or a pipe or something, and we're still
Sure.
just like,
Of
that was
course you'd
loud.
like.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we were going to comment or if it was something that just the recorder had picked up.
No, there's so many loud sounds that, and I get it, like a building could make noises, but I mean, these are clanks and loud
Mm.
bangs. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Mm.
Just breathy, just that one word.
Mercy, as you say to your sibling when you're in a fight.
Hey, yeah, you did get that. Where did you get that?
No, I didn't. That's part of the story from the Brookstown, and that's what one of the words that you're supposed to hear over and over, which I did not catch at all. But I thought I explained it because I'm like, mercy, like what what you tell your sister or whatever, she's got you tied down. You're like, no, that's not how me and my sister fought.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where I heard it from, just that
Yeah,
conversation. Yeah.
that conversation. Mm.
There's weird like clicking going on at the
Clicking.
same time, which is hard to like, it kind of distracts you from all the words. So I might be getting some of the words wrong. I honestly don't know if that clicking sound is something, I don't know if we continue to say anything about it. Like
Hmm.
if it was loud enough to hear or if it's part of the EVP. I don't remember. Maybe another spirit's apologizing for all the mean spirits. I don't know. And
Hmm.
I know that we did not make a comment on the clicking, but there are times that we don't say anything at all because it just happens so much, you
Hmm.
know?
Hmm. I like that last one because it's almost as if they're just watching you, watching the wrong way. Like I'm behind you, not for like you're just constantly looking that way. And that's
Yeah.
another thing that they don't like, right? Like you're not listening to them, you're not leaving, and you're not giving them the time of day at all to at least look in their direction.
Like we're not focused on them correctly, basically.
Yeah,
Like I'm behind you, not over that. What are you looking at type thing.
right.
But we are at the end of a hallway, so like where else could they be? But there
Yeah.
was, you saw when we first came out of the room, it looked like there was like a hallway there. I don't
Hmm.
know if that goes to stairs or what. And then there's all these other little rooms too between like you and me and that light grid there.
Is that someone walking around?
Yeah.
What was that?
Thought I heard that. That's something.
You guys didn't see anything happen with the lights, though, did you?
Like towards the ground.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
I kind of want to fix it because it's kind of.
No, maybe leave it alone right now. Leave it alone right now.
What the hell? An elephant?
Now, we just talked about stomach noises or whatever,
Oh,
or like, but
yeah, right. Yeah.
you see that you reacted and you looked in, behind you, but nobody claimed
Said
it.
anything. Right.
So I think
That's
if it
odd.
was me, I would have said it,
Hmm.
because it's so loud.
And
Uh,
you always say, that's
I,
my stomach, if it's your stomach.
those other people, I don't think it, I think I cut it out, but there's times that their stomachs make noises and they say something about
And they call
it.
it out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so they called it out too. So that's why in this moment, I don't think they would have just been like, wasn't me, but it was me. I don't think they would have been quiet about it because
Yeah.
I don't know. I
It kind
don't,
of sounds like furniture being dragged. It sounds too loud for it to be a stomach gurgle or even just a random noise from the stomach. It's too loud to me.
if it's a stomach gurgle, it's gotta be mine because I'm closest to the
You're holding.
camera. But like I
Yeah.
said, I'm certain I would have said it something, even if I was embarrassed.
Hmm.
I do think I still would have said something.
Yeah. So weird.
I don't know if I'm getting those words right. It's very faint, so I think it's
Hmm.
hard to make it out. But I did get go away at some point.
I believe it though.
Yeah, the way that they've been acting.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
shadows or something.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
weird.
I don't know who they're talking to because they haven't scared us off. So maybe this one's not for us. Maybe they're talking to somebody else. Maybe it's because we didn't turn around, so we're looking in the wrong direction. They think we're doing it on purpose, but
Yeah, they're still trying to punk us out. That's so weird that the camera blurs on the lights at that moment too.
yeah, but this is my older Sony and it would
Oh,
do stuff like that. But
okay.
usually when there's just movement. So I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't know. Oh, I think it says
Yeah.
help me.
Yeah, there's a low voice there. I think you're right.
Yeah, maybe because it was so faint, I didn't want to actually label it with anything, but listening to it right now, it kind of sounds like help me, but it's really faint.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
So that was like three things that happened, and then I replayed the
Hmm.
three things. The back off is a really weird voice, right? And then the
Hmm.
second thing that I couldn't make out sounds like the same kind of like click clackety
Yeah.
voice,
Yeah. But can't
but
make it out. Yeah.
I can't make it out.
Hmm.
And then I feel like I really can hear glad I'm home, but it's a weird mechanical voice now?
I think it's great that you finally found someone that was happy to be there.
Yeah.
Because the back off sounds angry. Like the way it comes through, it's very short and fast and like he's about to punch you in the face, like back off. And
Hmm.
then the click clack that comes after that, I feel like it's in line. It's still him saying something, spitting at you, some, nasty venomous words that we just can't make out. And then here comes all happy, happy to just be here, happy to be part of the team.
Yeah, I definitely, that one's a different voice there, but the
Yeah,
other two are the same.
yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
It's very drawn out, like to me. It's,
Yeah,
yeah, they even say me weird.
yeah. It's a different accent.
Yeah. Kind of maybe like the back off voice. Maybe it's not even a voice. Maybe it's just a sound, but it's not like the banging or anything that we've heard. So I do
Yeah.
think that it's EVP. It's just, it just cuts in.
Yeah, it definitely cuts in. I do hear, I think it's a voice. I think I have, I can hear words, but it's just I can't make out what they're saying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about the words. It is two different voices. The
Hmm.
like, can you back off is one word, I mean, one voice, and then I'm not your dad. Obviously, I don't think they're talking to us anymore.
Mm-mm.
And why would they? We are just sitting there. We're
Sitting
just
there, yeah.
sitting there like statues. So now I think we're just picking up residual sounds, or maybe they're intelligent spirits just interacting with each other. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure. And I could be wrong about the words. I could always be wrong about the words. I'm not your dad. Like that is something you would say in an argument with somebody, I
Hmm.
guess. But
It
yeah.
does sound like there's a bang too at the same time that voice is saying, I'm not your dad, almost like they're slamming something down. I'm not your
Mhm.
dad.
Mhm.
It's weird. Were they trying to get him to do homework?
I don't know. I mean, you just think about people like living here all the time. So, like,
Yeah.
maybe somebody was wanting something from someone and they're
Hmm.
like I'm not your caregiver or whatever, or
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
I,
know.
I need $20. I'm not your dad. Mhm.
I think it's
Oh,
very,
cool.
yeah, very clear, faint, but clear.
Yeah, I like that. That could be to patient to a visitor, like just wait right here. That's a weird calm voice that came through amidst all the other ones that seem a bit angry.
I know. The awesome thing about, us sitting and being quiet and still like statues
Mhm.
because we were trying to be on our best behavior in front of these other people,
No, no.
um, is that you cannot say it's you moving around or whatever. So
Hmm.
you eliminate that, and that's great. But also at the same time, all these words come through.
Hmm.
Who and what are they talking about?
Yeah,
Because we're not interacting with them.
right.
So, does it give us a real kind of message? I don't know. I do kind
I,
of miss that back and forth or how they respond to what we're saying.
yeah, definitely. It's a lot like when I was sleeping and I just got those voices. I mean, it's great. The place is haunted, but what are they talking about? Yeah, we're not solving any kind of mystery that we would have had, for that location.
No, they're just random words.
Yeah. Hmm. Mhm.
Different voice. I think it's
Mhm.
clear. It is
Yeah.
low, of course. Like I said, I don't think any of these are going to be loud for you.
Not those two guys?
I don't know if I'm hearing that correctly. You mean the like pop 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 noise, or
Yeah.
it's almost more like a crackle, right?
I thought I
Uh
heard like a weird laugh, like and I'm like,
that
oh,
is I know what you're talking about, and it is definitely not those guys. Like they were being quiet. And I think I even note the one time I think that guy says something and you can't make it out, but he's talking to that other girl or whatever. But no, they were quiet as can be. So if you're hearing something, it probably is a cackling. That's an EVP
mm.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I hear it this time. It's just really,
mhm.
really faint. It's a lot of words, but it's faint, so it
Mhm.
makes you feel like you're a little bit crazy, and you're like, "Am I making this shit up?"
And I think it's quieter in the beginning, and that the I'm tired is a lot is like the loudest part. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, that's wild, because I would say the opposite
The
way.
opposite.
Yeah, that's why
Maybe
we're
that's
a team.
that's Hmm. Mhm.
Clear, but faint.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Right after that, they just going.
I wonder if they were like, I'm
Yeah,
right here, guys. Tell them.
I'm telling you, I don't really like the method of just sitting there. I think we're
Yeah,
we're driving them a bit crazy.
I think
But
so.
but we're getting voices. So
Lots of them. Yeah, lots of them. Oh. Mhm.
it's really faint, so maybe the words aren't I mean, I hear let me through,
Mhm.
but I mean, I guess I hear let me in my opinion. Maybe through could be up for interpretation, but
I hear the let me through part, and it's funny because they're going back to like they're still here. I'm like, let me get to my room at least. Move.
Yeah, I don't know that they like us, but
Mm-mm.
You hear it's like a squeaky voice. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it just pops in like all weird compared to all the faintest talking.
Hmm. Yeah. And it sounds like they put a lot of emphasis on the T. It might.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh.
Those are provocative words. I don't really know what's going on there. It's faint. It might, I could be getting the words wrong, and I don't know. I don't know. It could be residual, and they're not
Yeah,
talking about us at all. They could be talking about how they're like, let me just make her happy, and maybe she'll leave, and so they're about to
totally.
go in front of the laser grids. Who knows?
Right. Right. You didn't feel anything touch you.
No, nope. But in the later part of the video, you do. So.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, I guess there was something after that. Let me please her that I don't know. Did I not repeat it or something?
Hmm.
Oh no, I said it's that's the repeat. So I said
Okay.
possible EVP and I didn't say what I thought it
What it was.
was. But yeah, I think it says go away. That's what's
Yeah,
going on there.
that makes sense because I was like, I think it says go away all the time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I put the little, if I put little dot dot dots, that means I think there might be a little something more to that, but it fades
Yeah.
out, so I can't
Hmm.
really hear it. There's a sound bite on TikTok that's like, "We're here," or no,
Hmm.
not "We're here." It's like, "I'm here." And
Oh, it's
I
the
every time my dog is in my way and I almost trip over him, I'm like, that's the voice that plays in my head because he'll just stand there.
it sounds like what you're saying there is the one where the kid's like, "Do you like surprises?"
Yeah.
It's actually really creepy.
Yeah.
Like, no, kid, I don't.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Ooh. That's clear.
So those were three EVPs back to back, and then I replayed them. And it's just wild. It's wild.
Yeah.
They're all so faint. So again, if you want to just cancel us right now, don't cancel Chris.
Don't-
Just cancel me. I'm telling you, I thought I was losing my mind too, but I can't
Mm.
unhear it once I hear it. So you're
Well, I
gonna
like
hear about it.
to me, I hear three. Maybe the first two are the same because the first two are drawn out. They're very drawn out. And then the last one, that's like some man's voice. And it's like, I like when I first read it, he's like, I could be behind you. I know. But when you listen to it, he's like, I could be behind you. Like he's not like saying it like, or I could be in front of you. I could be here. I could be there. He's like kind of like letting you know.
Yeah.
That's that's wild. That's a wild set of voices and they're all different. Well, again, I don't know about the first two. They might be the same.
They do sound similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can y'all see something at the very end of the hall?
I can't see that the lights have changed.
No, it just looked like just a solid shadow.
I didn't see that.
Hmm.
It again, this is one of those that it feels like it's loud enough. I should have been able to make something out, but I just can't. I
You
can't.
can't?
No. And this is where I messed up and one of the text boxes don't, say anything proper. That's how it looks on my iMovie when it'll just say title, title, title and
Hello.
yeah.
See that.
Yeah, I'm hearing right here. Oh, maybe not.
I don't know.
Ready?
I feel like it's 3 words, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You'd have to listen to it over and over again, and then you could just fill in the blanks like that middle text box, whatever you want to do. um,
It's somewhat annoying that you're hearing what sounds like movement, like just all kinds of movement. It's not one, like they said they thought it was residual, right? So you imagine there's like quite a few people down there moving around. But how come we don't see them in the lights? Are they all in the rooms?
I keep wanting to hear some footsteps.
I know, and at times it sounded like
Yeah.
that's what was happening.
I feel like it could happen.
I could not let it go.
well, I
And
think
those sounds are happening.
the only reason I told you not to move it, I'm assuming, at the time is I thought something was in it right now.
Yeah,
And so I'm like, no, don't mess with it. Like,
right. Leave it alone.
we don't want to scare them off. So, I mean, but now that's all past. So, you should adjust it however you want to. Sometimes I hear myself be so bossy with you, and I'm like, I'm a bitch. Like,
I think you were right to stop me. It seemed like there was something going on, and who knows what if I would have done that, maybe we wouldn't have gotten those voices. Maybe it would have taken that opportunity to jet down the hallway and peace out. So,
Over in this hallway too.
Yeah, here, over here, 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 down there.
I love that because did I already move that or am I about to move that
you
light?
you did just move it, and then you're standing up. I mean, like it's been some seconds, a minute maybe, but they take
Hmm.
a second to even kind of respond to what's going on. So,
Hmm.
uh, yeah, it's an interesting EVP. Again, we did just talk, but I don't know that they're talking to us or
Hmm.
again if it's just a residual sound.
Sure.
I feel like it's clear though.
Yeah, it is clear.
Maybe I'm getting the words wrong, but I feel like "saw me" is very clear. But that's all I could hear, and I couldn't unhear it. The last "saw me," and I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, people do say that. Like, I don't know if like it's a big American term, but yeah,
Ah, is that Scottish? The last
yeah, or Irish, or
Irish?
like some maybe even English, just somewhere in that area. But I
Yeah.
hear it all the time in my Outlander
And
show.
your shows.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about seeing anything though, right?
No, but
Mm.
you're staring. A little bit ago, you asked about seeing something down the
Yeah, that's
hallway,
right.
and
Oh yeah.
we're all sitting there staring at it, but nobody commented that they saw anything since you
Hmm.
talking
Okay.
about seeing something down the hallway, which wasn't that long ago. So maybe they're
Right.
still commenting on that.
Hmm. Mm.
Die is very
Mm.
faint, so maybe it's a different word. So, like I said, I struggled with some of this. I truly do feel like voices are there,
Hmm.
but I could be getting the words wrong. Shit, we could play this back in a week and I might say they all saying something different because I like to do that too.
Oh, I do. I hear the voice. It is just like you said, it's very faint. And
Mhm.
if it is saying that, that's upsetting because like, are they trapped? Are they trapped in this like whatever loop that they're having to deal with? Because this is time. If they're saying time doesn't die, like it wouldn't if they're trapped in like a loop, like
True.
Groundhog Day.
True, true, true. It's a very deep thought. If that
Yeah, it
if
is.
that is really the words they're saying, like that's a serious message right there.
Yeah.
I thought it was that guy.
Mm.
You hear it, it's like
Mm.
it's not it's not
Yeah.
whisper. It's louder.
Yes.
But it's a weird voice. It's not like the way that we would just be loud. It sounds a
Hmm.
little mechanical. So,
Hmm.
and all I
Yeah. The
could make
mechanical
out
again.
was my throat healed. Like,
Hmm.
again, I think it has to be residual or they're just talking to each other.
It could be residual. I mean, there were fights. Maybe somebody had taken a knife to someone's fight, a knife to their throat. Oh my God, the words.
Well, also just how dark you went with that. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
they just had a sore throat, Chris.
Oh yeah, that's a lot nicer. Yeah, my throat heals. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that bedpost room and what happened
Oh,
in there. So
that's bad. That's
plus
bad.
I'm just dark in general.
Yeah.
All
It's
the
okay.
murder shows I watch.
I know.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's two different voices. Are they saying don't do? Are they saying talk to?
Hmm.
I don't know, but that one's like puppy, and the other one's like
Hmm.
a faint male. I think it's male
Hmm.
voice. And then it sounds like I'm here for. There's got to be more to it, but I can't make
Yeah,
it out.
yeah. He's in and out with that one. But
Hmm.
yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah.
So will I, buddy.
That one's actually pretty loud. So,
It is. It
yeah.
almost sounds like never forget though. Like can you play that again? Like I might be missing the I will part.
No, I'm could have it wrong. So,
Yeah, I will. I hear it. Hmm.
that's what I made out is who combed your hair. And again, if this is everyday life for them, whether they're doing it as spirits that are just floating around the space, or if we're just tapping into a different time of energy in this hospital,
Yeah.
then those are normal words, but it's just not pertaining to anything that we're doing to provoke them to say something.
I don't know. My hair is up in kind of like a rat's nest. They could be
Oh,
talking shit. Like, here comes your hair.
I don't even know what I look like because I never see myself on camera, and it was humid.
Oh
So
yeah,
who knows what our hair looks like?
man. Hmm.
That almost I was gonna say it almost sounds like the I will forget voice, but maybe not
Hmm.
exactly the same. Maybe it's a little deeper, not as drawn out.
It's very clear though. That's like really a really good EVP.
Yeah, these are getting a little louder, but it's nothing that we're doing to provoke that, so I don't know why.
Hmm. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
See, and oh, so maybe I don't say anything about it. So I wonder if that other one that did kind of sound like that, maybe it was my stomach.
I
Hmm.
mean, I didn't turn around that time though.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Hmm. They are saying a whole lot.
Yeah, they are.
It is
Jeez.
just so low that I think I could probably try to give you some words, and then the next time I listen to it, I'd say something different, and the
Hmm.
next, it'd be like that. But
Hmm.
it's a whole sentence.
Yeah. I wonder why sometimes they come in so clear, like they're right in front of the camera. Sometimes you can hear them faint, but you can hear them. And then other times it's like, where did they go? Maybe it's the same person who's having a really tough time breaking through. And wouldn't that be cool? It's always the same spirit. They're trying to get through with a message, but they can't break the barrier. And that's why you can never make out their EVPs. I
Yeah.
don't know, just a thought.
I don't know because so
It's my
many.
hypothesis.
And that's what we're here for, really, is to just try to evaluate what we have in front of us to draw on theories and well, I guess you start with a hypothesis, right? Isn't that how that works?
I guess so.
Before you get to a theory.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
I'm pretty confident. I'm gonna have to play it again. The noise, the loud thing that you hear is not the EVP. I
Okay.
think there's something breathy underneath that. Yes, I think that there is an extremely faint voice underneath
Hmm.
that loud noise.
Okay.
So again, you're gonna think I'm crazy that it's like, what are you hearing? But it's, we don't have to spend any time on it because it is so faint, but there
Hmm.
is a loud noise happening at the same time. And I think it's one that we can hear, and we're all just
Oh,
like so used to
okay.
hearing all these bangs at this time.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know. There's a lot of stomachs, so.
yeah, it's true. Hmm.
And all I can hear is I have. So if
Yeah.
there's more to it, I don't know.
Hmm.
But again, it's faint.
Hmm.
That's the theme of the video.
Yeah. Aw.
I think that one's very clear.
It is very clear. It's kind of sweet too. Like, oh, they look lonely.
I mean, I don't blame them. We have just been sitting here staring at these dots.
No kidding. That's a good one. I like that one too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I couldn't make out any other words. The sinning sounds even kind of weird. Like it is the same
Mhm.
voice, but it's like it
Mhm.
gets drawn
Trails off.
out. Or yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Huh, Howie.
Howie, yeah. I mean, if I have it wrong, I have it wrong, but that's what I hear. And, why wouldn't we hear somebody, if they're just talking to each other, then they're going to use names.
Names. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I like that. I like that. It's very clear, like a residual is he's just having a conversation with somebody about something. You know
Mhm.
how he spoke to her. It's okay. Give her $20. Hmm. Hmm.
It, I think I really might be louder than like the rest
The
of the
rest of it.
sentence. So I could have it wrong. Be hilarious though if they are talking about our
I
laser grid.
know. That'd
Because
be
they're
great.
just like, God, they just won't stop. I hate this thing.
Yeah, I like that too. That's what I hear too. I hear like the beginning of that, but I don't hear the rest of it. It just trails off and it gets very faint.
It's hard to hear.
Hmm.
I feel like that's so much more clear. So
Yeah,
if
it is.
you put those two together, then yeah, I think that they're talking about this laser grid. And
I
maybe it's because they're hiding, they have to hide into their
hide.
rooms the whole time. And they're just
Hmm.
like, they're still out
Yeah.
there with it.
Oh, I love that. We don't get a whole lot with it, but every now and then. So it's so like the temptation is there to pull that sucker out and see if anything's gonna walk through it. And this ghost thing, I hate that they have. It does to me sound like they're referring to the laser grid.
Hmm.
That's funny.
Hey, if it works just to rile them up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on board. Hmm.
Something, something. I
Yeah,
mean, I think like something, the word some or an S word or something
that's
is
what
in
I
there.
hear. I
Yeah.
was just gonna say like something near you or something like that.
It's just really faint.
Yep.
And then there's like a bang that happens that's got nothing to do with the EVP.
Hmm.
I'm assuming we heard it with our ears. Not sure.
Hmm. Whose feet are those on the right? Is there someone right there?
Uh, this camera is just the pixels are terrible.
Yeah,
Possibly. I think that, there's the man and he talks the most, but then there's the woman right next to him. So I think that's
that
her.
might be her. Okay. I
Hmm.
just saw it move and I was like, whoa, wait a second. What is
Oh,
that?
that
Is there
that
mice
would
on this
be
floor?
freaking awesome.
Sounds like a pool table.
Yeah, and all of this is happening and we know it's happening. We
Okay.
hear it cuz we comment later about like how
All
it's
the
just
noises.
noises.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's got to be a person. I see it moving
Hmm.
now.
Okay.
The Hey Donnie is super super faint.
Hmm.
And then like maybe the word pressure seems louder,
Hmm.
but everything else is really faint. You have to do it like I do it. Your volume's on full blast in your ears.
But yeah, you have to. I mean, we're both going to be deaf. We're going to have to learn sign language. Ghosts are going to have to really touch us when we go ghost hunting, like in the next couple of years.
Within a room.
Or in the other hallway.
It's another one of those. The so is so loud,
Yeah.
and then they just disappear. So
So, yeah, totally. Yeah, they
yeah.
just
Um, I'm sorry. It made me think of how I like torture everybody, really. When I just like so, and then I don't finish a sentence.
that may be what is going on with these spirits too. They do the same thing.
This is me when I'm a
They
ghost.
start. Hmm.
I don't think it's very clear. I do recognize that my name is Wendy.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I would like to think that if that is truly what it says, then the spirits, I don't even remember introducing ourselves, to be honest. So
Mm-mm.
I don't know how they would know our name. Like, we walked down this hallway and we went into that room and we never said, like, I'm Wendy, she's Chris. These are, I don't even know their
Whoever
names.
they. Yeah,
So
right. Yeah.
so I could be hearing it wrong, but to me
Huh.
it sounded like that, and I don't just always hear my name, so it's not like
Right.
something I'm obsessed with or anything, but that's the word that I could make out. Could be completely random, could be a different Wendy. Who knows?
Could they could have been following us around. I mean, like there were parts when it was just you and I usually would say your name if I'm trying to get your attention instead of, hey, I would say Wendy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's possible that something has just been sitting there that whole time.
Mm-hmm. Or when we're alone, we
Hmm.
usually introduce ourselves whenever we walk into a new space. We
Yeah,
were just
yeah.
with these people, so we
These
were
guys.
following their lead on things.
Yeah.
That sounds car-like.
Yeah, it does.
I
But it
don't
was
know if that's
quick.
outside.
That's
Oh,
definitely disembodied
It seems like
voices.
when
I
the
don't know if it.
so I
hmm,
think I would have like passed it off as a car, but
hmm,
he says, "What was that noise?" And
right.
I was like, "I can't tell if it's coming from outside or not." And
Hmm,
he was so insistent that it's a disembodied voice, and I think
right.
maybe you say or he says it sounded like a moan. So
Oh.
I
Well,
went
it
back
was
and I
pretty
labeled it.
fast. I gotcha. The
Mhm.
cars that we heard, like it seemed like you can hear them for a second. Like you hear them kind of coming and going. And that was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's true. If it was a car, like this wasn't right by the
Right.
interstate where they're just whew,
Right.
by. Like they would have
No.
had to come by. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Anyway,
I don't know if anybody would be outside that we could hear them. You know what I mean? They'd have to be like yelling from their car.
It sounded like
yeah, it's
moaning.
right pretty high.
Yeah.
Sound like what?
Like moaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely disembodied voices.
Hmm.
More elephants. Really, really faint. So, that
Mhm.
one's hard.
Yeah, but you can hear like a
Yeah.
hmm.
And you see, none of us are reacting, and the reason I guess, like you said, where I would put unexplained sound instead of like my stomach or whatever, is that you're not reacting, you're not turning around and
Right.
looking at it. So I do think these sounds are just on the camera.
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
And every time we speak, or like when you got up, it stops for a
I
while.
know, it just, I don't know what to do.
It's like the second it knows you're here,
It's like, oh,
I mean, could be off on the words a little bit, but it's definitely a voice. It's not our voice.
Mm.
It's deep. A
Yeah, I wonder
little,
if they're talking about dude.
maybe,
Yeah.
or it's just their own conversation. But
Mm. Mm.
I feel like there's maybe a little more to that sentence, but it is
Right.
really, really faint. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
just like kind of a one word thing there. What?
Whispered. Yeah.
I don't know. It just pops in.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, so I skipped ahead a little bit because I think I just left more of us. I want people to hear how quiet and still it can be so they can kind of understand how we pick out those little faint voices, at least. And then we did, obviously, like you're standing up. I think I must be standing up at this point. So there was some movement and I cut that all out.
Yeah.
But now here we are. We've stirred up a little energy, right? By like
Hmm.
standing up and one, and the EVPs
Yeah.
are a little bit louder too.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Why would you do it again? I don't,
Yeah.
we haven't done anything different, so I don't know what you're
Okay.
talking about. I think you can't see. Is what you're doing.
Ah, that's pretty loud.
Yeah, I feel like you've said this, I don't know, a few episodes ago, that you got to put energy in it for them to use it to put it back out there, you know? And
Hmm.
here we are, now we're standing up, everybody's standing up because we were all our legs were asleep and everything,
Ah,
and the EVPs get a little bit louder. Also, that EVP is a little heartbreaking. Like,
it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Sad. I mean, love brought us there too.
Yeah. I, for some reason, do hear gone instead of go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Did something touch you?
Yeah, something just went, I thought I was dropping
Did it
something.
really?
Something just went
Yeah.
like
Oh,
swiped my leg. I thought I was dropping my recorder.
dropping that.
Wow.
Mhm.
Which you can clearly see your recorders in your pocket, which is
I
what
know.
you like figure
Thought
out, but you thought it was just like falling out of your pocket or something, and
that's
it's
wild.
not.
I No, I forgot all about that until I did it. I was like, oh, that's right. I thought the recorder was falling. I thought like because I had sat down, I got back up. I don't even know if I checked, but that's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. We're gonna see that one more time, the action,
The action.
after 30 minutes of just sitting there.
What was that?
Did something touch you?
Yeah, something just went, I thought I was dropping
Did it
something.
really?
Something just went like swiped my leg. I thought I was dropping my recorder.
Wow.
Something just swiped my leg.
That's awesome.
Huh.
Oh, that was kind of cut off weird. Like I think I messed up that last repeat one. But okay, so that voice is weird. It's
It is
faint.
weird.
It's faint and it's scratchy, but I don't think I'm just making up those words because I don't look to make evidence. It just is there or it isn't there, you know? If we walked away with nothing from Trans-Allegheny, I'd be like, you fucking lying bitches. Like everybody
Mm.
always says this place is so haunted. And we went and we were fine and nothing happened. You know what I mean? So I don't feel
Uh-huh.
like everywhere we go, I'm looking for ghosts and I'm looking for voices and I'm looking for confirmation
Yeah.
that it's intelligent and it did just touch you. So I really do think that it's saying those words, even though it is kind of faint and weird, scratchy.
I hear those words. I hear them loud, just like they say, how you have it said. What I think is funny is when I do my evidence review, it's going to be a completely different story from this location. But I also wonder if they know we're here. Is it because I reacted to them touching me, or is it because we're paying attention to all the noises? Like, I wonder really how they're referring, how they're making that statement. Is it because of one of those things? Did they actually bump into me? And then I was like, whoa, what the hell?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that, well, also, I could think that would mean, okay, so if they touched you and you reacted, and then they're
Mhm.
like, oh, they know we're here.
Yeah,
Does that mean that they've been touching on us other times and we didn't react?
right, right.
And then they were like, these fools, they touching on our face. They don't
Maybe.
even know. They don't even I'm picking their nose, like that is, I guess, a weird statement to make. Like, of course you would know that they're there if they're touching you, but
Right,
maybe we don't feel
maybe.
it sometimes.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Well, maybe that's sometimes it comes in the form of a cold spot,
Hmm.
and maybe
Hmm.
they are touching you, but you can only feel the coldness.
Yeah.
Um,
Or they just brush your arm, which a lot of the times we have
yeah.
commented on that too, but maybe you're just like, oh, my hair tickled my arm or whatever,
Yes.
you
Yeah,
know?
or a bug landed on me or
Yeah.
something.
And so you just,
Mhm. Brush off and walk away. Yeah.
what was that? And then we just keep going on with what we're doing.
Yeah.
But what an odd touch in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
why they be brushing on your thigh like that? I wonder if it's that they're walking by and that's
Yeah.
just happened to be where you felt it, you know?
I am
Or,
on the wall. Yeah. So
yeah.
like if it was someone lower, maybe did they have kids? I don't remember. Did they have kids in the
Mhm.
and they did. So that would make sense because if it's someone who's like walking along, but I felt it kind of go down my leg.
Yeah, like they were
Yeah.
touching you. Hmm. Yeah.
'Cause
I don't know. I mean,
I
they
don't know.
could be like just kind of pawing at you if it's
True.
child too,
Hmm.
to get your attention.
Yeah. Huh.
So,
That's
yeah,
weird.
I should I should make
Yes.
notes about my EVPs. We spent a lot of time speculating when
That's
the
weird.
it might already have the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that when you hear like real child, it is very faint right there, so you have to strain to hear that.
Hmm.
Um, and maybe I have the words wrong, but it does go along with what we just
Just we're
theorized.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah. And I did not even remember that EVP existed. So it
That's
wasn't like it was
wild.
already a thought in my head.
Yeah. Mm.
So many things happening there.
Yeah.
We're planning now. All of a sudden, I don't know. I think I'm hearing something different. Maybe I just want it to be something different.
Mm.
But so maybe I'm wrong about those words. Wendy does sound like Wendy to me. And then we've been good is like we've
Good.
been good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting that you got your name again because for one, like that's not common. We don't get
Mm-mm.
your name.
No.
I
I
mean,
get
maybe once or twice, but
Yeah, since we've been doing this show one time,
yeah.
so in all the cases that we reviewed, there's been one other time that we heard it. We introduce ourselves every time we enter a new room in a space.
Yeah.
So we say it enough that they should know who we are. So it's
Yeah.
not like we get it all the time. I think the other Wendy, like when I was reviewing it, I think I felt it was very clear, but now playing it for you, it seems a little weak, that first Wendy, but this one
Hmm.
does not to me. So,
Yeah.
but they could also be talking about it being windy outside or something.
Oh,
Who
but it
knows?
wasn't like we wanted it to be windy. It fucking was so nasty and ugh,
Maybe
like
they're
just
saying Wendy's because they're hungry. Who knows?
nice. Yeah, maybe they wanted that double beef.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's still all I can hear is came in first. Again, it doesn't really pertain to anything that's going on and it is very faint.
Yeah, there's popping.
Yeah, weird voice, but it's something that pops in and it doesn't sound like all the ticks and bangs and everything that we heard before, so that it sounds more vocal than it
Hmm.
does just like a sound.
Oh.
It's one
Hmm.
of those very faint ones, so it's hard to hear, but I
Yeah.
I do think it's clear once you like hone in to hearing the sound, the
Oh
words.
yeah. It almost floats on the air. Call only me. Like the way that they're saying it. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Um and maybe female. It's a low sounding voice. And I mean like my voice can sound I am congested. It will get even lower. So I mean but surprisingly still female voice here. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good one.
Hmm. The enough is really loud, and then the quit playing is you have to strain to hear that one. So, but again, they work up their energy. We haven't really moved around a lot again, so they can
Hmm.
get out enough. But then it's like, quit playing it. I don't
I
know.
wonder if they hate that laser grid. They really don't want to go anywhere near it. They don't want to deal with that.
I don't think they like it at all.
Hmm.
So it's kind of cool because we're bothering them, so they're saying
Hmm.
stuff to us.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, we're not getting them to do what we want them to
What we
do,
want them to.
walk in the lights. And so
Yeah, bummer.
kind of a strange voice. I feel
Hmm.
like it says more than just keep up. It says,
Yeah.
but I can't make it out.
Ooh,
The
cool.
the wee comes in like it's like wispy and wheezy or something for a
Yeah.
second there. But yeah, I mean it's faint, but I do think that you can clearly make out we are real.
Yeah, like you just turned the radio on again, like the way that we are real. That is very cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't something maybe I don't
Get in their
know.
eyes. Like I heard like don't get in their eyes or something like that.
Yeah, I would say something like that. Like I think you could listen to it over and over again and you
Mhm.
could form some kind of opinion on what the sentence is. It just may be one of those that if you listen to it too much, you might come up with
Yeah,
four different versions of it. So,
sure.
What was that? What was that?
I like you the way you just nodded your head like,
Mhm.
"Yep, that's some good work. Did it again." Twice it failed me. Oh my God. I feel like the words are wrong, but
Really?
I don't know.
What was that?
Hmm. Are you mad at her?
Yeah, I feel like there's something extra in between. I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's definitely a voice there, and then there was that loud bang that drew our attention off.
Hmm.
Is that the voice that's mad? That's like, you know,
Yeah.
again, they're still just
Or
trying to
somebody
get
else.
us out of this hallway.
Yes.
It like a howl or something.
Yeah.
You're over here.
Here the cool is kind of harsh, like
Mhm.
let it cool. Let it cool.
What are you standing next to?
So it's not a window. It's like I don't know. I guess it's their idea of an air condition or a fan to bring air in from outside. Like I could see the like this is
Yeah, okay,
a
a
piece
blade.
of yeah, so it's just a little circular thing that looks like it's in a window that I guess they would turn on to bring cool air from outside to cool the hallway. So I'm sure it did a
Oh,
great job.
that could have, so that what had just it just said could have been relative to where you were standing. I wonder if this is the ghost that keeps saying Wendy too.
Maybe like maybe it's also the one that's like I'm behind you,
Behind you.
dummy.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well.
what do they mean? They're hungry. They wish we would hurry up and fucking leave,
Mhm, mhm.
or they want to nibble on our toes. I'm not really sure what
Ooh,
they're talking
ooh.
about. But
Mm.
I just hit the desk. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's a weird voice and it's
Yeah.
rough. But to me, the words are, I'm hungry. Let
Oh
me do
yeah.
something. And I feel like that's clear, but it's strange.
It is strange. And I mean, now I think I know why they've been so angry this entire time because when I'm hungry, I get a little pissy too. Like if
Hmm.
no one's gonna let me eat and I'm just sitting here and I'm starving, oh, you better believe it. I'll be pitching a fit. I hope they're not talking about nibbling on our toes, creeps.
Yeah, but like, what if we've trapped them into their room because they don't want to step into this
Like,
light?
yeah,
And then they're like, oh, I should leave. I want to get down to the cafeteria or whatever. Like,
yeah.
surely you don't have to do all that as a ghost, but I
I
don't know.
hate that. I hate ghost Cheerios. Like, what are they eating down there? Like,
I
what?
I mean, like, maybe they just don't know any better, so they're
Yeah,
just doing
see
their
the repetition. Yeah.
normal life. Just so everybody knows, this is the strange lady. I mean, like meeting, she's a stranger. This is the guy over here. Chris is down there in the laser lights.
It got closer and closer. I can't stay out.
No, I cut it out. We skipped time a little bit.
Oh,
Um, we talk about you walking down the hallway
oh
because we keep
yeah.
hearing these noises.
Oh
And
yeah.
I thought, yeah, go down there and scare them out to us. Like if you go down there, maybe they'll come rushing at us.
Right.
None of that happens except for the fact
Mm.
that I do continue to get EVPs, but
Okay. Mhm.
I think morning's clear, good, not so much. So maybe it's saying something else.
I wonder if it was the next day.
So
Like,
like to the, yeah.
go away. Get out of here.
Yeah, they're just right back to that.
Yeah.
Right. You always wonder, and I think that's definitely questions we need to start asking them. What do you see? Like,
Mhm.
if we're at a hotel that used to be a mill, then, is your workstation over here? Is your
Mhm.
bed over here? You know,
Right.
maybe and see what they say. So maybe it's morning to them. Maybe it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's morning, and
Yeah.
that's what they're referring to. I don't know.
Mm.
Oh, so the go away is like underneath that louder noise that you
Yeah.
hear. Yeah. So there's a
Yeah.
whisper of go away, and then that other noise, I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Do
Is
you think
that
it's me?
me?
Am I walking? Okay, because it is really loud.
It's really loud, so I think it's too close to the mic of the
Hmm.
camera to be you. Is it me like fucking gurgling? I don't know what I'm
Mm.
doing, trying to catch my
Uh,
breath. Like
mm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's an EVP or a ghost or if I just happen to have made that sound somehow.
Okay.
It's faint, but it's deep and sounds male.
Hmm. Yep. I hear the male voice there.
Hmm.
Are you guys talking?
Yeah.
That voice is so cute.
Yeah.
It,
And it was quiet and I had to enhance the audio. Just meaning I didn't enhance it. I'm sorry. I just turned the volume up. But then I think when you do that, it's very clear what it's saying.
hmm. Yeah. That's a, I don't know if it's an older lady or if it's a younger lady or a child, but it has kind of a weird chipmunk sounding like a voice.
Yeah, I could get that. Yeah.
This guy bring out his taser.
There's a fucking airplane crop duster going. I don't even know.
The crop
So
duster.
it's very faint. It's hard to hear, but I could hear it, so of course I noted it. It's a really
Mhm.
faint voice. I'm assuming what he's holding in his hand is not a taser, and that it's
Getting ready.
hopefully it's some kind of like just camera. And you know how the IR lights can be with
Yes.
each other. So I think it looks like it's flashing just because he has an IR light. But it's weird because he's not holding it like a camera. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe he was just staying ready since he didn't know us. So
Well, I wonder if it's a K2 and it's actually like flashing.
oh, that would be interesting because he sure isn't paying
He's
attention to
not
it.
saying shit. Yeah, exactly.
No. Might be his phone.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
noise. That's what I was hearing.
That's not a bird.
Yeah, I always saw like fireworks.
Well, I didn't even think that there would be birds making noises at night necessarily.
Here's me completely underestimating the birds that
These
actually do
birds.
fly and make noises at night. I'm always making that fucking comment. To me at night, there's no bugs, there's no birds. I don't know what's wrong with me, even though I clearly know that there is. But there was some weird, like, it's chirping or something
Yeah,
noise that I had asked them, like, do y'all hear that? Like, are
yeah.
we discounting that because it could be birds or whatever?
Hmm.
Who knows what it is? Like I said, this building's been making all kinds of noises as it is. So.
Yeah.
Alice.
Well, I think if it was a screech owl or something, we'd figure that out.
That's true.
Yeah, and I hear that.
Mm.
That's so weird because it does sound like it's saying Chris Mallory.
Yeah, I thought that at one point in time too. Yeah, so I think the first part is really hard to hear because it is faint, and maybe if I actually heard Chris, I just didn't want to go there because like maybe it's just in my head. But
Yeah.
Mallory is very obvious to me,
Hmm.
and I don't know. Is it okay to say that that's your maiden name?
Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna say it. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
okay.
that's why it stood out to me. Like I heard Mallory first, and I was like, let's hear that again. Then I hear Chris Mallory, and I'm like, I am just making that happen in my brain because I know that name. I'm just making that. That's a first and last name that I'm very familiar with. But that is wild. I mean, Mallory is a female name, and it could have been a name of anybody there,
Right.
but there's something before it, and it sounds like it's mine. They're not saying Christine, they're saying Chris. What I hear. That's weird.
That's weird because we wouldn't 100% wouldn't have been over there introducing ourselves with our
Mm-mm.
maiden names.
Maiden names.
No.
Never. No, that is so wild.
No, but like you know how you've had and it's probably not true. But there's people that think that some ghosts, I don't know, get into your psyche or something and they could
Mhm.
know things about you that you didn't tell them, you know?
Right.
So they're saying your kids' names or
Hmm.
they're mimicking your voice or they're just
Right.
finding a way to torture you. I mean, mimicking your voice, they have that information provided for them because they're hearing you talk. I don't know. There's lots of people named Mallory as well. So
Hmm.
maybe they're saying C Mallory. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, I thought you get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I think it could be like a cart noise, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a gurney, but like that mail basket that we saw.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I saw a red light, he saw a red light, but I don't,
Now we're on the move, everybody. We finally gave
Yeah.
up on the laser light, only to go and set the laser light up somewhere else, just so you know.
We weren't
But
done torturing these guys.
mm. The floors are so fucking loud that I tried to cut out
Oh,
a lot of this, but this is where we're commenting that we saw this red light.
the red light. Okay.
Yeah, and but I think part of like when we were actually noticing it was cut
thought it
out.
might be my IR, but
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah, I saw it.
Like, I thought someone was up here.
it's not doing it again.
There's also that where I moved my camera around a lot, so I cut that out too because I kept shaking it around to see like, am I making the light? You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I knew that would make people sick. So I cut out a lot of that, but I do think there might be a voice very soon after.
Changed anything.
Yeah, I don't know where it was gonna reflect on.
Plus, it doesn't reach that far. So,
Gonna reflect on.
plus, it doesn't reach that. I haven't changed anything.
Yeah, I don't know where it was gonna reflect on.
Plus, it doesn't reach that far.
Now,
Yikes.
yeah, that's loud and it is a
Yeah.
weird voice, and we're walking at the same time. So, is it actually a voice? I mean, it really does sound like it is. It's
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like there's video left in there of us walking, so you can see how that sounds, and then you can hear this. I
Hmm.
must have gotten tired at the 40-minute mark of this video. And it looks like I'm not repeating my EVPs at this moment. So the stop, what was it? Stop that?
Yeah.
Don't remember.
I thought it was get down and stop, stop something.
I haven't changed anything.
Yeah, I don't know where it was gonna reflect on.
Plus, it doesn't.
Oh, you stop.
You
Yeah.
stop. Okay. So
Yeah.
it was you stop and it doesn't seem like I repeat it for some reason. I do apologize. And I feel like they must have said more, but that's all I can make out. And then the get down, right? Is just It's while we're in motion and everything. So I don't know.
Weird.
Questionable, but loud if it is an
Yeah, loud.
EVP. Hmm.
Yeah. No.
It said so fast that it's loud, but
Yeah,
like I don't know if I'm getting the words right just because it kind of comes in fast.
it
And
does.
then I
Yeah.
fail at like repeating these EVPs. So I think I do actually need to fix this video. There's a number of flaws with it, but I do think it's clearly a voice that isn't ours and it isn't just the sounds of our foot or clothes scratching.
Oh, and they're still angry. Like, okay, so we're done with that one hallway with the laser grid. Now we're moving, and you would think that they'd be a little happier or content with the fact that we're leaving, but it still sounds like all these EVPs that are coming through, like they just don't want us there.
No, and we're walking to Trans-Alleghenians like designed with a center and then
Okay.
two
All
long
the
hallways
halls.
off. So we went from this one and now we're entering in this new one. And I think
Mm,
they're like, oh, hell no, don't come
yeah.
down here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, again, I'm not repeating them. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that for some reason, I thought I'm not going to repeat these because our clomping around is too loud. I don't want to like
That's,
blow people's ears out. But you can't do that. Like, you need that many times to like hear
yeah,
the
it's,
EVP to understand it. So I will fix that. I do apologize. I don't really know what I was thinking there. Um,
those are
but
good too. I like the send some to me. Like, what did that spirit want with us? Like, was that the red eye thing that we saw? Like, what is that?
yeah, that's like the bad one down at the end of the hall. And it's like, I'll take care of them.
Yes,
Just,
send them to me.
well, we're headed right straight towards you, I think.
There we come, ghost. Mhm.
Good job.
I bet that sounded great on my recorder.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
clear. I don't know what they want us to promise them, but it
yeah,
is definitely clear. And it is not Chris talking to me. It's not the other people. Like, it sounds like all the other EVPs, it's this low volume voice.
yeah. That's sweet. Yeah, I wonder if that has to do with the guy that was here for his love or whatever. Maybe
Mm.
they've found each other in the afterlife.
Oh, look, we want to hope. We want to, the fact that that spirit could say, love brought me here,
That's
at
it. Yeah,
least the good thing about it is that they had love in their life at one point in time. And
yeah,
that's what they still think about too. They
yeah,
still think about and remember that love instead of like maybe it
yeah.
was a homosexual relationship and they got because they would get sent here for that,
Right. Yeah.
instead of harping on that, which they have every right to do,
Hmm.
to be mad at somebody, but
That's what he remembers. Love
yeah,
brought me
that's
here.
what they
Yeah,
remember. And
yeah.
and yeah, I like that. I like to think of it that way at least. What
That's funny.
bird? I
Yeah.
misspelt bird the second time. Look, I I was tired. I can guarantee that's what's happening here. Because I was so determined to finish this in one night that it was like
Oh
getting to
wow.
be 11:30. And I'm like, I'm an old lady. I can't be doing that, obviously. I'm fucking up the whole end of this video. But yeah, that's what I hear. And what a strange word, but I would, or phrase, but
Hmm.
I'm assuming it's like a nickname, or
Yeah.
something. Or maybe they had a pet bird.
Or maybe they had a pet bird. We were just talking about birds on the fourth floor. Maybe they were just like, go help this bird. It sounds like it's dying.
Maybe.
I can't tell if my eyes are playing tricks on me or not.
Oh wow, we're still
What do you
with
think you
them.
see?
It just seems like they keep letting me blacked out. That light at the end just seems like it's like, it's in, it's out, it's in, it's out.
There's definitely something else there.
Hmm.
But I can't make it out. It's so
Hmm.
faint, but it's like tell you something, something,
Yeah.
something, you know?
Interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of EVPs there that are like that, coming and going. You're getting just hints of what it is that they're saying. So it's just conversation after conversation, and either they're walking past you or they just don't have the energy to finish them off. But yeah, I heard that last one that you played. It's another very clear one, but it does, yeah, there does sound like there might be something else to it. It's wild. It is so wild. Like it hurts my feelings so much because when I wanted so many EVPs off of what I reviewed, but I don't hear shit. Like there's just nothing in my footage. Like damn. So I'm glad that they were coming through loud and clear for you, and I'm so happy too that you caught. Um, that moment when I felt something like touch on my leg. But I wonder now, after watching that and hearing all of the hateful kind of, oh, they're like threatening kind of voices, like if that was just another scare tactic, they thought if they touched me, then I would leave because then there's a voice afterwards, like they know we're here. I'm like, yeah, but we're obviously still staring at the lights that are down the hall, just waiting for you to walk in front of them. Like, did they think that that would, oh God, it touched me. I'm gonna pack up my things. I'm gonna grab the laser grid. We're gonna leave now, guys.
Ah, joke's on them. We did not.
No.
Yeah, about that, about them, the idea of them trying to scare us, which is like, that's what I feel too. It definitely in the beginning, they were like, shoo, go away. Why'd you come out into my little hallway, you know?
Hmm.
Um, what if the reason you didn't have any EVPs before then is because they were just like hiding the whole
They were.
time?
Yeah.
I don't know why in this one section it would be so hard to get away from them. Maybe because the floors are so noisy.
Mm,
And so it made us like hyper aware of them being there. Who the hell knows? I
mm,
know in the Battleship North Carolina, I didn't get anything or barely anything. I think all I gave you was like videos of devices going off. I
mm.
don't even remember a whole lot of EVPs at all. So it would make sense that like I picked them up on my recorder or camera, but you didn't,
Right.
because
Yeah.
we've seen that happen. And so
Yeah.
that's fair. And that makes it more paranormal that it only showed
Yeah.
up in one place
On one side.
instead of another. But, I also have lost at least 3 hours of footage, so
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird.
I don't
Yeah. I
think I
mean,
can handle 3 more hours. We'd be
I'm
here
not kidding.
for 6 days.
I know 3 more hours, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, I know. Hate you hate us. Go away. Stop this. I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
something different.
yeah. Because it was seriously like one thing after another, and some of them you're kind of like, I'm here because of love, and
Yeah.
I let me help this bird. You're like, what's that bird? Some of them are very interesting, and then some of them are just you could tell just
The usual
random.
suspects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that too. Yeah,
Well,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah, the hate mail, like that's
Hmm.
usual, but like also some of it's just completely random.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have a variety, major variety. The love, the Love EVPs are so unique. Like we don't ever get anything like that. And of course, of all places, at the fucking lunatic asylum is where you would get, the ones talking about love. How random. Like I didn't even get that at the hotel. Like you might think that that would be the place where people would be professing their feelings. No, go to Trans-Allegheny. That's where you're gonna get it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of emotion going into a location like that. So
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
makes sense, but you're right. Why do we not hear it in others? So yeah.
This just the energy. Yeah, no, that is wild that you got so many back to back to back to back AVPs. It does make sense though, because of the building that we were in. Like you would almost expect to like if we had the ability to re-review stuff from Waverly, that it would be just as active. But like all of that is whatever we got is on YouTube and whatever we had at the time is gone at this point. But because it's a location that had so many bodies,
Hmm.
coming through, ending their lives there. And so suddenly, and sometimes tragically, and sometimes other people who just had to live there, like you would expect that in large places. That's why I was so disappointed when I wasn't finding anything. So it is really awesome that you found so much from, would you say an hour and a half that you had a video?
Yeah, I had about an hour and a half worth of video, and we just listened to about an hour of video. So
You only took out 30 minutes, and that was just when you were walking through the hallways and stuff.
yeah, and I have to go back and make that even longer because I need to put the repeats in there. Yeah, it's wild. I didn't expect to find much of anything because I was like, where's all my footage? Like,
Yeah.
where are all my hours that we were there? Like,
Hmm.
I only have this 1 hour, basically, an hour and a half of video. We're gonna have like nothing to show for one of the most haunted locations in America.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then here we are, 4 hours
Yeah.
later,
Bam.
And so I'm like, you know what? Probably good I lost those other videos.
I don't need any more of their EVPs. I got plenty.
Yeah, I got it. More words, I bet. No,
Mhm.
of course I would have loved to have it and to just see the rest of the building or to watch us go
Yeah.
through it. But I don't know what happened to it. It will forever be missed. But I'm happy with what we did get to walk away with. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Maybe I'll find those missing videos at some point in time, but for right now, that's all I've got for you for the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. You guys need to like this video because we put a lot of effort into it. Like I said, I stay up until 11 o'clock at night, falling asleep at my laptop, all for you.
It's
Um,
tough work.
it is. And you've got to follow our YouTube channel. So subscribe so that you know when we upload more videos. So if I ever find any more stuff or Chris uploads her stuff from the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, you'll be the first to know. If you're subscribed, you'll get a notification. And then, of course, you can follow us on social media. You can go to, all the popular spots. You know what they are. And on every single one, we are COTN_paranormal. But that's all I got for you right now.
No, it was awesome. Thank you so much for doing that.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. And that's it. Bye.
Bye.